I've always been interested in law enforcement. It started probably when I was 16, and my school had a work experience program. So I went to the Bay Downtown in Winnipeg and worked as loss prevention for a couple of years. And I just loved anything law enforcement. And I went to school and I got a degree. And while I was getting my degree, I worked at the Bay doing loss prevention. I did a summer student program with the RCMP, and I really enjoyed working in law enforcement. And then I was a auxiliary constable with the RCMP before I started working here. And it's just something I've always been interested in, and I'm glad I'm still able to be involved. And I started working with the Morden Police Service back in 1997. I was hired as the first special constable in the office. So I was doing admin stuff. I was working in the office, answering the phones, doing court papers, that sort of thing, and did that for 2 years. And in 1999, I was hired as a constable and did my recruit training at the Winnipeg Police Academy in 2000. And I was able to work for a few years on the street, working as a constable here for the city of Morden. And then in the year 2005, I was given the opportunity to work part-time back in the office as a special constable, which I appreciated, as at that point my life had changed. I had children at home, and I wanted to work part-time in the office so I could spend more time with the kids. So I did that and worked part-time for, I think it was around 10 years. And once the kids were older, I was able to work full-time, and now I'm still working as a special constable full-time for the Morden Police Service. The city was used to female officers because there were female officers with the Morden RCMP and Carmen RCMP, so it was no problem. And working with the officers, I knew them because I'd worked in the office for 2 years, so I didn't have any problems adjusting, and everyone was great here, and the city seemed to be quite happy to have a female officer working here.
Yeah, I think the female officer brings a totally different dynamic to our team here. There's different areas that, first off, with the public, I think people have a different perception of maybe female officers. Some are positive, some maybe not so positive. Some adjust to having a female officer deal with them, and others not so much. Some actually prefer dealing with female officers. Maybe the perception, or maybe the reality of being a little more in tune with people, and accepting of how to deal with people, a little more gentler. Some people like that, and obviously different investigations. It's very crucial that we have a female officer to deal with certain issues. It makes individuals more comfortable speaking with a female sometimes than a male individual. Maybe the public had a little bit of an adjustment to make. Some maybe weren't as perceptive to dealing with a female officer. There is still maybe that out there, that maybe some feel female police officers shouldn't be in that career. But I can tell you that obviously with Pam, she fit in and did the job very well, and obviously we kept her here in other capacities, so we're very thankful she's been here all these years. Having worked on the street as a regular constable and understanding the administrative part in the office and doing the other tasks, it's a huge advantage, I think, and you could speak more to that. Yeah. But a lot of people that work within the office administratively, they don't have that same connection. They understand it and they get to learn it, but not as well, I think, as when you're actually out there doing the job. So I think that's been advantageous for us and for Pam too. So
yeah, I agree. Yeah. Well, challenges could be some of the people that we deal with do have a problem with women in authority. And a lot of times I was working by myself, so there wasn't another officer around. The next officer to help was in Winkler, and that was a bit of a challenge. Sometimes they had to deal with me, and some of them didn't want to. And working out there by yourself, you really had to learn how to use your words, because your nearest backup was 10 minutes away. And, we were working by ourselves a lot of Friday, Saturday nights. That's not how it is now, but back then it was. So that was a challenge. I've really enjoyed working here for the 25 years. It has just gone so fast, and the way this service is growing. When I think back to when I started, I believe there were 4 constables, and now there's 12.
Yeah.
Coming 13
Yeah.
soon. So yeah, like the way we've been growing, and it's just been amazing.
We are the longest working together. Yes.
Brad was actually my field trainer.
Yes.
Yes.
So
he was a sergeant when I started as a constable, and he was my field trainer.
I think that's a good thing.
That is a highlight.
There
is
you
my
forgot to
highlight.
outline. Yeah.
Brad was my field
There you
trainer.
go. We have appreciated what Pam brings to our service, from when she was special constable to regular constable and now back to special constable. Her experience and expertise in the field, and her work ethic that you can't always find, and is difficult to someday replace. We hope not for a very long time. I better be the one retiring before you.
I love Morden. I grew up close. I'm from Manitou, so I've always known Morden. I've always come here when I was a kid, and I have no intentions of going anywhere else. I love this community. It's a great place to live.